Hello everyone, it's Mxiety, Twitch partner, mental health talk show host, and Streamloots partner, here for Streamloots Strong to talk about mental health with you. A lot of us deal with bullying and harassment in our virtual space as streamers, and it actually takes a huge toll on your mental health. It's not your fault, and it's definitely something that a lot of us deal with, and I wanted to talk about a few things that I do that help me deal with it. 5 things, in fact. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I recommend you do is report. Seriously. Sometimes it can feel like, especially for people of color and marginalized communities, it can feel like reporting is completely useless and that nothing will happen and that nobody on the platform really cares. But the thing is, they can't care and they can't do anything unless you report what's going on. So that is the closest thing that we have to tangibly, immediately doing something to make sure that this person doesn't hurt other people. If you report them and there are no consequences, that sucks, and there are definitely bigger issues on platforms that we need to be talking about. But if you at least try to report them, there might be a chance that they have a consequence. If you don't report them at all, there are no consequences and this person gets away with doing whatever they were doing. So please report. Number 2 thing, and I do recommend that you get your mods involved before this, specifically in the reporting bit, but the number 2 thing is making sure that you and your mods are on the same page. What is allowed in your channel? Don't make vague rules like don't be a jerk. It's a lot better to give a firm stance on what being a jerk means. So ableist language, homophobic language, transphobic language, racist language is not allowed in my channel, and that is very, very clear. Having this set of rules also protects you so that when you do report somebody, you can say they broke my exact rule and here is what it is. If you just say something vague like don't be a jerk, it's really hard for your moderators to know, well, what does being a jerk mean? Are they just, joking around? Do you speak sarcastically with your friends? It's hard to tell. So making sure that you are on the same page with your moderators and that your rules are as direct as can be is crucial step number 2. Now, number 3 deals more with specifically what is being said to you. Oftentimes trolls come in and people who are hateful will just come in and they basically look at you like a caricature. I know I have a big nose. I'm not saying that for pity points. I just know that that is a fact. So I know that trolls will come in and immediately talk about my nose or about my eyebrows or whatever it is that they find that day doesn't look the best. Sometimes it's my hair, sometimes it's my makeup, whatever it might be. Basically, they take a small thing and they hone in on it. There are a lot of common insecurities that we have just nationally and internationally, like making fun of people for their weight, making fun of people for their abilities, making fun of people for what they look like, their race. Those are easy targets. So depersonalizing what is being said to you can protect your heart a little bit in not taking it so personally. What do I mean by that? If somebody comes in and talks to me about my nose, there's a few things that I like to do, and we'll get into number 4 with kind of teasing and playing it off and having different reactions. But for this round, one of the things that I notice is that I have had to come to terms with the fact that I have a bigger than average nose, and that is what it is. So if a troll comes in and says that to me, it doesn't really hurt me because I know what they were going for and I know it was an easy target, and it also tells me that they were literally going for the first thing just to upset me. They were looking for the big caricature piece that sticks out the most so that they can grab onto it and be like, aha, I'm gonna hurt her. The fact that somebody needs to come into your channel and do that's what they're doing with their time, should be really, really telling and already depersonalize it a little bit. It's definitely not about you. It's about this person feeling not well and dealing with that pain by taking something that they think can hurt you and hurting you with it. It really isn't a personal thing. Now, I don't mean to play this off like this isn't a big deal. For some people, immediately trolls will go for something that you can't change at all, right? Like my hair, my makeup, I can change all those things, whatever, it's not my best day. But if somebody is coming in and attacking a marginalized person for their identity, for their race, that's not exactly the same thing as somebody coming in and making fun of my nose. And I do recognize that. That brings me back to point 1, where you have to report. It's not taking away from the importance of what it is, and nobody should be treated or talked to that way, but they're just grabbing whatever they can because they're hurting and they want to hurt you. The number 4 thing we kind of briefly touched upon in number 3, but the 4th thing is remind the troll that they can choose kindness. You can take the high road, basically go Michelle Obama on them, and when they go low, we go high. You can go from the perspective of, wow, if you came in here, and we're gonna go back to this whole nose example, if you came in here and you're making fun of my nose, you must be having a really tough time. Well, I'm giving you another opportunity to make friends. And if you can take that opportunity, I won't ban you. And then, wait and see what the next thing they say. If, of course, they're saying something that's completely derogative and offensive in any way, do not let your moderators continue that in chat. Even if you play it off as a joke, it can become a normalized thing, and then your chat will become this sarcastic and kind of mean place. That's definitely a vibe that you can go for, but if you are going for a kind place that is soothing and helpful to other people's mental health, I definitely recommend nipping sarcastic, mean comments in the bud. That all being said, this is just how I do it. If you do it differently, let me know in the comments below and let us know what you think in general about all the things that I've said so far. Number 5 still relates to number 4. This last bit is about the fact that you can educate this person. So what does that mean? Well, you can take a moment to explain to them why it's not okay what they're saying. You can talk about the fact that, hey, you could be doing something better with your time. You can talk about the fact that, hey, actually this thing that you said is factually incorrect. The problem with number 5 is that it takes a lot of our energy, attention, and time. And I have heard some amazing top streamers talk about the fact that it is way better to take the time that you would have spent on a troll and spend it making your stream and chat more positive. So trying to ignore the troll, again, talking to your moderator so that you're all on the same page, having them remove the troll so that you can focus on positive things. Not letting that troll or hater or whoever it might be derail what is otherwise a positive experience for everybody else. Don't forget, even when they come in groups, trolls and haters are just one little chunk of something. They are not your community, and they are coming there to hurt you in one way or another. Their goal is not for you to walk away smarter or happier or more positive, and the best thing that you can do is take away their ability to bring you down by not just ignoring them, but making sure you report them, but also educating them and making it into a positive moment that the rest of your stream can maybe even learn something and feel uplifted and walk away feeling better. So what do I mean by that? I often have trolls come in and say stuff like mental health isn't real, or it's all in your head, or suck it up. And I will take that moment to educate them and be like, well, actually, yes, it is in my head, but that doesn't mean it's not real. It means that I can't get away from it because it's literally inside my skull. So you're so close, but you're not exactly right. So basically taking it as a moment to help other people deal with common attacks on mental health in a more productive way going forward in the future. The final thing that I want to note is that what you say deeply matters. How you handle trolls and the kind of community you create deeply matters, and it says a lot about you. If you are in a place to educate people, that creates an educational stream. If you are in a place where you're just going to ban and move on, that creates a no nonsense filter that people know that they can be safe in your community. So please know that when you're dealing with trolls or haters, you are not just dealing them for yourself, you are creating an example for the bigger Twitch community. So I understand that it hurts. I know that it's not fair, especially when people pick on you for how you look and things you cannot change about yourself. But that doesn't make it any more accurate, right? Whatever somebody says about you is not necessarily the truth and does not necessarily reflect the true reality that you exist in. You are so much more than one person's negative, terrible, unkind comment, no matter how real that comment may be. So I hope that helps. Like, comment, and subscribe, and do all the things that you know that we always do with YouTube videos. Just know Streamloots is there for you every step of the way. We will not tolerate hatred. We will not tolerate unkindness on our platform. And I hope that you create a community that promotes the same thing and therein promotes more positive mental health. I hope this helps. I'll see you soon.